All right, we're on. So, we just brought up a good point a while ago. All right, who has feedback all of a sudden? As soon as we go live, mute. Um, we brought up a good point to where like everybody is at a different place in their business, and no matter where you are, your teammates are going to be able to help you through some things where I might not relate, and I might just be relying on my own experience, and you may not connect the same way that I do. You know what I mean? You might not be as aggressive or not aggressive, or you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So I want you guys to kind of lean on one another and use each other as a group, like on these group pages. Tag somebody if you want their opinion. Put it out there. Ask for the help. Don't just drop it and be like, what do I do? But y'all give me some suggestions on what a reply would look like. Something like that. Plug into one another because we all have a different outlook on the business, the prospects, and everything, that comes along with it. Oh God, I just got a message. Yes, I want it. Organic Fitness Factory just offered me a booth at their expo.
Awesome.
And I don't care when it is. Okay, so what do y'all want to talk about? I can just blabber all night, or we can get real and get to some stuff that y'all need help with.
I think my thing right now is like I'm posting stuff on Instagram and I'm messaging them like whenever they contact or like whenever they like stuff. I had a girl, my first like fell from the sky, like, hey, I want to do the cleanse thing. I was like, I have no clue who you are, but let's go. So she's gonna sign up. So she signed up to do the cleanse. But I think my thing right now is I hate that Crowdfire like dropped their total of how many you can add per
Mm-hmm.
hour to like 60. Um, but I think just like coming up with a bunch of posts that I don't know, that I've not done before or things that I can get people engaged on. I think
Okay,
that's my
stop
issue.
right there.
Yeah.
You said a couple of things that I feel like we can share. Number one, if y'all don't have an Instagram account, you need to start working it, even if it's your personal. Um, you don't have to post before and after pictures all the time, like maybe every 12th picture, some kind of product, but things in the background, you drinking your greens, whatever it is. Reason being, if you've got 200 followers, if you've got 500, if you've got 2,000, if you can create a relationship with people online, they're going to start seeing stuff. A couple things that I've seen too. Do not put rap. It works. It works anything in your name. Make it personal, like this is you. You're a brand. Yes, you work with It Works, but this is your brand. Don't put it in the profile. Um, put a link to your Facebook page.
I
So,
need to know how to do that.
what's that?
Put a link to my Facebook page.
If you go to in your settings in Facebook, it's going to tell you you can make up like your Facebook name. Like mine is facebook.com/Ashley Nicole Klein. Just you got to check through your settings to figure out how to set that up, or Google it. There'll be directions somewhere, no doubt. But then you go over to Instagram and you input it in like your profile, your settings.
It looks like that.
Hmm.
It looks like that. Like I went to profile and then see where like I guess my middle finger is, but like that's my Facebook account, and I
Yeah.
just copy and pasted it in there.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're
And you
welcome.
don't even have to write out Facebook. You can put fb.com and the rest of the stuff. Okay, so Katie, you were saying Crowdfire. Yeah, so what though? Crowdfire dropped it from 100 to 60. Is the game to get more followers or to make more influence with the people that you have?
Yeah, more influence for sure.
Because I was like, God, I want 3,000 followers. Isn't that the greatest thing in the world? It ain't done nothing for my business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's having that interaction. Y'all check this out. Um, there was an email today that I got that popped up, and it was like, "Hey, your rap app, this, that, and the other, you've got a referral." Y'all, it popped up, and somebody requested from Instagram, went to my page on, went to my like It Works page, and requested more info. I texted them today, and she's going to sign up tomorrow to get a box of wraps. And I was like, by chance, what's your name? I want to check you out, whatever to find you. Went back, it was a cute girl, and I remember hitting on her page and liking it, posting it, and I didn't even message her. And just she had a really cute baby. I made sure I told her that 1,000 times. But she went and did all that and got in touch with me, and I've had a conversation with her. Now we're talking about being a distributor.
That's awesome.
This only happened though, Katie. Katie is a witness to this. She and Courtney were sitting in a bed in the hotel room, and me and Jenna McCaffrey are sitting in a pull-out bed, and I'm like, "Hey, girl, how do you work Instagram? How are you getting customers on Instagram? Because I'm not doing something right." She was like, "I message everybody that likes my post.
Mhm.
I love on everybody that likes anything. I comment on their stuff, and I start interacting with them." And I'm like, I've had so much action. I haven't even been working Facebook.
Same.
If I just stumble across something, I haven't even been living on Facebook. I've been on Instagram. And that's where I've gotten my people, and they just happen to be local and people that I already know. All right, sorry, I got off on a tangent there, Katie.
No, very good.
What were you saying?
I think my thing too is like coming up with more posts, because like my mom was saying, she's like, I want to see. My mom's one of my haters right now, FYI. But my mom was like, I don't want to see a bunch of It Works, and I was like, well, It Works and teaching are all that I do, and so I need to like branch outside of my box and get more.
Creative?
Yeah, just get more creative. And like I've been following Monica, like you were saying, and I've been looking at her stuff and using some of the stuff that she uses.
Mm-hmm.
She's a great resource.
Right. It's so they say invite people in on your adventure,
Hmm.
and then It Works is the commercials.
Right.
So if you're going to post 6 to 10 times a day about your life, about anything, then every third post is an It Works post, like sporadically placed purposely. I think that's changed people's opinion on how I run my business on Facebook too.
Yeah.
And it just takes some time to figure out what works for you and what doesn't. But you can do a video about anything that doesn't have anything to do with It Works and still wear a shirt.
Very true. Yeah.
And it's still hitting somebody. You talk about the baby in your belly, and you got a It Works shirt on, and oh my God, I gotta get a bigger size to cover.
Yeah.
But also don't be afraid to use the same stuff, especially on Instagram. Scroll down a couple swipes, grab something, and put it back at the top and erase it.
Mhm.
A really good tip that they told us at conference, y'all, was to, how people come up with these amazing posts, and it's like, it is a book, no doubt, but it's a good story. Y'all see those?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they said the best thing for you to do is talk about something in the past, talk about something right now, and then talk about something in the future. Whether it be, like, I did one the other day about, I remember when my baby was little, I was working downtown, I didn't get enough time with him to fast forward to when I joined It Works. I had an opportunity to stay at home with Videy. I made my mind up, blah, blah, blah. Today we are going to the zoo.
Mm.
You could do past, present, future posts to anything.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be It Works related. Maybe
Yeah.
that's one of those where you get your shirt on.
Sweet.
Let's talk about getting customers. Let's talk about some of the roadblocks y'all are having with getting customers and getting distributors. I think that's going to be helpful for people. Throw something at me.
Cold message.
What about it?
I hate it.
I know. Y'all, let's just be honest. It's not for everybody. The cold message is not for everybody. Um, it is also not how we. I have never cold messaged so much in my life, but I've also not been in a spot to get a $20,000 bonus. You feel me? So I know the people that did get the bonuses. This is what they did last year. They hit it, and they hit it hard, and they did not leave one stone unturned. And if anything, if they got a no, they planted a seed, and that person may come around at another point. You know what I mean? So it's not all in vain, Mary. It really isn't. It just might not be right now. You know that. Um, yeah, it sucks. And God, I was talking to somebody earlier, and it's like I'm getting all of these no's, and I'm not doing it right. I feel like you're absolutely doing it right. You might be saying the wrong stuff, but you're absolutely planting the seed. You know. Um, you can't take back what you said, but looking back on the first messages that we sent, if you look back to our first conversation, it probably sucked. Dude. Think about that. Go look at the first conversation I had with you, or your enroller had with you, and be like, that was awful. It was. It's all just a learning process, and if you don't put it out there, you're never going to learn from it. Good one, Mary. Okay, here you go. I personally try to keep it 3 sentences or less. It's hard to do, but I find that most times if you get to going any more than 3 sentences, you're saying way too much. It's best to get them talking about them first. Ask them what they do for a living. Mine sound a lot like, "Hey girl, thanks for the love on my post. What do you do for a living?" ? They're like, "Oh, I'm a blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, "That's awesome." I find a way to relate to it. And then they ask me, and I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm going for this bonus right now, and I'm actually looking for a couple of teammates that want to make anywhere from $500 to $1,000 this month." Then they're like, "Oh, doing what?" And it goes from there. Okay, a lot of you know this, a lot of you don't. I was just telling Amy about the logical progression of a conversation. You always want to start out with be a distributor, be on my team, join us, however you say it. If they say no or no right now, then it's like, oh, you know what, it'd be a good time to be a product tester too if you're not interested in being on my team. A product tester is the same exact thing as being a loyal customer, getting a 40% discount. They just don't know that. So you're going to talk to one person, and you're going to be like, that person absolutely wants to be a customer. This person over here absolutely wants to test something and think that they're getting the best deal in the world when they're still just getting the 40% discount, just like they would if they were a distributor or a loyal customer. Okay? A lot of people are excited to be product testers. I want to help you out, give you a testimony and a before and after picture, something like that. They say no to both of those, being a distributor or a loyal customer. You move into, hey, why don't you try a wrap for $25? It's a treat. See if you like it. Maybe you can get a full treatment later. No, I don't have the money. You know what you can do? You can have a couple girls. I'll meet you at Starbucks at 6 o'clock tonight. Just bring your friends. I'll wrap you for free if a couple other girls want to wrap. Okay, nope, that's not going to work either. Got it. Do you know anybody that wants to make money or get skinny? And you just gotta go for it. When it comes to being scared to get outside of your box, at the end of the day, the person that you might piss off, which you won't, they're not gonna think anything else about it, but getting uncomfortable or being embarrassed, they're not gonna be at your mailbox on Friday when your bills are due and give you the cash to pay your bills. So if you don't ask those questions, you don't ever know. It's one of those big what ifs. What else? Who's got another one?
Hey, Ashley, what is Crossfire? Or is that what she said? Or Crowdfire, sorry.
Yes, Crowdfire. It's an app that helps you follow people quickly.
Okay.
Instead of just clunking around in Instagram, it helps you copy people's followers. Like if we worked at Walmart and there was a Fred's in town, I would go copy all of Fred's followers
Mhm.
to get them to follow me, which that's not the same scenario here, but like I would go and follow people like Michael Kors, not him, but like people that follow the local TJ Maxx. I would
Right.
copy those followers. People that go to the zoo, I would copy those followers. Moms, people that like to shop where you like to shop. People that go to the same dentist office, Jennifer.
Yeah.
All stuff like that. So
Okay.
try to think up of personal things of people that you can follow. You can go to, so that's Instagram. You can go on Facebook and search places and see who's checked in. You can go see who's liked their pages, stuff like that, and follow them. Now, if you're not adding a handful of people on Facebook and Instagram every day, a handful looks like about 5 people on Facebook, and a handful looks more like 100 to 200 to 300 on Instagram, then you're not growing your network. So we're network marketing, so we want to make sure that we're getting out there, even if we're not physically out there. You know, we want to make sure we're adding people to our network. I've done something recently where I've started adding those new people to my hundreds list on Facebook,
Mhm.
and if I'm missing them, I'm writing them down. I've found there is no better way to keep up with this business than to write the crap down.
Mhm.
It's monotonous, but it's all right there, and all you got to do is flip back to the front and start over when you're ready. A lot of people use the 2-day, 2-week, 2-month rule for their customers. So you follow up with 2 days just to say thanks. You follow up with 2 weeks because they got their product. You follow up with 2 months because they're about to turn off their auto ship. That's when you ask them to be on your team if you haven't already. Kind of the same scenario with potentials, but really, I would only use that same scenario if they said no the first time. I'm going to follow up and remind them. I'm going to drop in somewhere and click a like button. I'm going to leave a comment. Lauren Berryman, if y'all don't follow Lauren Berryman, you should, because she is really good about like blowing people up that she wants on her team. She's like, I just fluff them right up. Oh, cute baby, or oh, cute dog, or oh, this or that or the other. Always commenting on their stuff. So if you go on Facebook and click into the list and get onto your 100 list and you've got all those people there, all you got to do is go to it and click it, and there's all those people you want to love on. You know what I mean? That's how all y'all saw my video earlier, because you're on a list. So yeah, there's that. Next.
People that don't answer you at all when you message them, just you send them a cold message or a warmish message, and it's nothing.
There's gonna be people that never message you back. There are gonna be people that message you on the 8th message. Maybe divert your attention towards their page if you realize that you've messaged them a lot. Maybe you can put them on that list where you show them that love instead of that message and kind of warm them back up to you, because it's very likely if they're not answering your message, then they're probably not liking your post and you're probably not popping up on their news feed. And make sure that you're purposely liking their stuff, then you will start popping up on their news feed again.
Makes sense.
Good one. Amber, what you got over there? You're on mute. Quiet mouth, still mouth, go. We'll come back to you. Y'all, so we do this in
Didn't you get a
corporate.
straw for it?
Do what?
Oh, I'm watching Amy's 3-year-old. He's been
Oh,
locked me
I
out
was
of the
like, do
bedroom
what?
twice. blocked me out twice. And he's
Oh
like, oh,
my
she's on her
God.
phone. She ain't looking.
Carrie Beth, I know you'd like to say something for the record.
Okay, buddy. Okay. Well, I'm having the hardest time with Sarah, trying to get her to be she's wanting to, but she won't
You
commit.
go to bed.
Okay, let's talk about that. So Jennifer had a wrap party at her office. It's September. Don't worry about it. And she had a wrap party at her office, and then she had a girl that had WOW results. Now we whipped out WOW and put it on everybody, and did like one eye, not the other, and had them take pictures and post it. She got so many likes, and she had great results.
Awesome.
So now it's like, hey, it's a no-brainer. You should totally be on our team. So what is her like? Why she's not ready to do it?
She's just like, every day I've said something to her. She's just like, I just need to think, I'm just thinking about it. Because she had so many people like her picture. And so many people want products. And she's like, when she first signed up to be a loyal customer, she bought something for herself and someone else. And I was like, let them be a loyal customer too. I begged her and begged her. She was like, no. So, because she's trying to save them for herself, but she won't commit.
Right.
Is what she's doing. And I'm like, you got to the end of this month. Come on. Let's do this.
Right.
Just give me, and we work together, so I'm trying not to be right beside each other.
Right.
So I'm trying not to be too much, but I'm pushing too. So
And she knows about the bonuses?
yes, that's why I've been on her here lately. She does.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's nothing you can do to get somebody to jump on board. There's really not. Because at the end of the day, it's their decision to do it. But all of us are sitting over here like, this is a no-brainer.
Mhm.
Like, you got into this, and it's not as scary as you thought it was going to be, kind of thing. What people don't
Yeah.
realize, and it's also like how you talk to them about it. Like, for me, Courtney didn't even ask me. I was like, I want to do this, She was like, I don't know what to do. But other people are going to be like, Carrie Beth, for instance, wanted some free stuff. She wanted to be $120 in free product credit, She didn't want to be a distributor. She just wanted the free stuff. And I was like, well, here's what you got to do to get it. So maybe that's the route you take with her, because maybe there's just too much piled up. Like, you got to do a business, you got to want to be a stay-at-home mom. No, you can just want to get $120 in free product credit. There's no contracts or commitment. So maybe instead of be on my team, you talk more about, hey, why don't you get out of your commitment as a customer and just, sign up to try to get the $120 of free product credit.
Right.
You got a month to do it. So you cut off a month of your auto ship, and you can still get the products you want as a distributor instead of a customer.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll go with that. That is. And Mia, they just fired Mia.
That's
So
awesome.
I'm trying to, they fired her, and she's already made her second month's order. And so I'm trying to, talk to her about it, too. But I really don't know what to say,
Go out to lunch with her or something if you can.
Yeah.
And let her ask you about it.
Okay. All right.
Okay. She knows what's up.
Yeah, she knows, because she just ordered some wraps. So you remember how after we did her, how they measured, and hers was more, and you said in 72 hours, it obviously had to be, because she didn't call me and tell me. I just saw it on my eSweets that she ordered a box of wraps.
So she bloated, y'all. She had like 2 or 3 more inches. We measured her too. I was like, oh God, how's this gonna go over?
Well, she ordered a box of wraps, so right there tells you it must have went well.
Hey, y'all know what you need to do. Any customer that you have, anybody that you're talking to about being a customer, make them go ahead and download the app, the Wrap app.
Yeah.
Because it walks them stinking through it. And all you need is just the apps.itworks.com and your distributor number. They said something at conference that if you hand out a Blitz card, you better make sure you got that number on there and that website on there. Because they get in there and they plug that in and it comes right to you. Um, good one, Jennifer. Anybody else have anything?
The referral program for loyal customers might help you, Jennifer. Maybe.
What?
A referral program for loyal customers.
Uh-huh.
That might help her a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
I mean, distributors, but that would help someone get a free box of wraps, and that's what you signed up for, so.
The referral program is where in the first 30 days for a customer, they've got a share link to share with somebody that signs up as a customer for whatever product.
Mm-hmm.
They get the options to get a free box of wraps or 35 perk points on their account.
Okay.
So if you tell somebody about it, I can help you find it.
Okay. Yeah, well.
It's not really helpful for us,
Mm-hmm.
but it is. Like for instance, for me, I'm not trying to get customers. I'm trying to build volume. So I want my people to buy other things.
Mm-hmm.
Or like if somebody does refer it, I'm not worried about the number of customers I have. It's just probably not beneficial for somebody in their first 4 customers. Anybody else afterwards, sure.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, everybody here is pretty much in the clear. Good one. Does anybody struggling with something specific? Does anybody think we're crazy for doing all this messaging? Does anybody not want to hit a bonus?
Hey, Ashley,
Yeah.
how
Sorry.
often, like, once you message them and you get a response of them saying, not right now, I don't have the money, how soon again do you go back and message them?
I would find out is it the not right now or is it the I don't have the money?
Both.
So I'd figure out when they're paid again.
And
So
then
when
I'm
they
getting
get paid again, and I'll follow back up.
some are saying they're too busy right now.
Okay.
Didn't you tell me that you do?
And then I give them my story of how much I work and I'm, with Ava throughout the day, and I basically tell them that I've made time for it.
Right. I mean, it's true. You're not going to change your life if you don't do something different. I mean, stuff just isn't going to magically go your way unless you work harder, whether it be at your own job or do something different.
So how often would you go back and message them?
2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. I mean, I do it more when I come across them. Did anybody see anything that somebody just posted something about this, and it was a video about we want people that are busy. We do. We want people that are busy because they don't have time to play around. They might think they don't have time for this business, but when they sit down and really figure out what they want, they'll make time for it. So I think it's helpful for when you get that scenario. Sure, you don't have time for it, but could you use $200 extra a month or not? And they're going to say, well, yeah. Well, you're on Facebook right now, by the way. So you could be making money, And sometimes you just got to get real with people. Like, don't worry about saying the wrong things. Just be like, hey, I see you on Facebook. When I see you over here on my chat, it says you've been on every 12 minutes. You're on here. Make money. I'm going to keep coming back and asking you, and you're going to say yes one day. People standing on stage at conference, they were like, shout out to so-and-so down in the crowd. Thank you for bugging the shit out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God for you bugging me to death because I'm up here as a millionaire on this stage right now. Thank you. That girl would not leave me alone. She kept on, 8 months. I never even responded to her until one day. You cannot control what other people do. You have no idea what other people are going to do. It's a numbers game, 100%. And until you're hitting and banging out the numbers, the yeses are not going to start falling in your lap. So you can't mess this up. I mean, We feel like we do. We feel like we make an idiot of ourselves. But if we're not going out and trying to do that at some point, then it's not going to work, you know? Um, Lisa Fuller, Amber, is a good person to watch on YouTube. Lisa Fuller, Fuller. She's older, but she's really into like messaging people and telling them about the business. And she's got like a couple guidelines that she follows through on.
Okay.
What else y'all got? I don't want to keep y'all on here all night.
We ship to Hawaii, correct?
I don't know.
Okay. I double check.
Climb to Diamond.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to use those pages, though. And seriously, y'all, help each other out. Please help each other out. There is not one answer that is right for every question, you know. It might be right for me, but it might be wrong for you. Write your goals down if you haven't written them down. Put it on your mirror. Get a sticky note. Y'all, my business changed when I started self-development and started reading about leadership. Here's a book. Here's a book. Here's a book. I mean, they're freaking everywhere. Like, if I'm not doing this, I'm trying to read, or I'm watching The Walking Dead. Or chasing a baby. But if you can develop yourself into the person that you really want to be, whether you're ready to admit it or not, I've talked a lot about that in the last 48 hours, and I'm like, oh God, I didn't know I didn't like myself. Apparently I didn't. But if you try to figure out how successful people are being successful, if you read GoPro, if you read this, if you read that, it's going to help you in your business. It's going to help you with these conversations. Like, I feel like that there's a method to my madness in these conversations, and it's not like the high bullet points, but I know where I'm going when they're asking the question. And it's because I've studied it, and I've prepared it in my mind, and I'm ready for an answer. And if I don't know the answer, by God, I'm going to make it look as good as I can trying to answer it, you know, without telling a lie. You know, if I don't know the answer, it's like, I don't know, you know, but I'll find out, you know. There's a way to do that. So if you can work on yourself, if you're at a standpoint in your business and you're planting seeds and you're not, you know, reaping any of that, it's time to kind of look in the mirror and go, well, what can I do differently about not me or my message to them, but how can I change myself? That's not about this business, but it does translate into the business, and it's going to make you happier with what you're doing. It's one of those low times in your business. You know, I know we're all trying to run. God, we all are. But you're putting the numbers out there, and you're growing as a person, whether you see it or not. So why not, like, just take it by the horns and get everything you can out of it? You know, deep down inside, we all started this business on the surface to make money or to be home with our kids, or you know, all those awesome things that come along with having money or changing lives or being healthier. But deep down inside, it was really to be a better person and be able to help other people. You know, whether we know it or not, I figured that out. The 20 other thousand people at conference have figured that out, you know. So there's that. Well, thanks for getting on. If y'all don't have any other questions, I'm cool with it. If y'all want to hit me up with just specifics, like how do I answer this or what do I do, or send me a screenshot, I'm happy to give me my 2 cents. Y'all aren't in this alone. You have everybody on here right now. You have everybody on our team pages, so don't do this business alone. Don't handle those conversations if you're not comfortable with it alone. If you can convert somebody to a message to over the phone and they hear how excited you are, they are going to do this with you, whether it's a customer or your teammate. Don't get stuck with not having anybody. You know, you're not doing anything wrong, you just haven't done it wrong enough, you know, kind of thing. It's all about the numbers. How many people can you reach? How many people can you influence and interact with? If they don't have money to sign up, Katie, tell them what you're going to do.
I have a girl who she is actually getting ready to go through a divorce. And her husband has like a lot of control over the money, and so she's like, I want to do this. I want to be financially set and ready. So once we're on snow day right now, once we go back to school, I'm giving her a box of wraps, and she and I are going to go out blitzing together, and we're going to sell all those wraps. We're not coming home until we sell all those wraps so that she can get her startup fee. And we're rocking and rolling with it. And she was like, I'll give them back to you at some point. I was like, I don't care. I just want you in this.
Right?
So
That's one way to do it. And let me tell you something else. I have never successfully given a box to somebody to pre-sell, and it worked. So those people that are like, hey, I'm going to go over here and get my customers before I join, no, you ain't. You don't know nothing about the products. You don't have any access to anything to even tell people about the products. You don't have access to our support. So unless you're sitting down with me and doing it, you're not going to be successful. I almost 100% guarantee it. So let them know that and try to be forthright with them, and say, hey, I'm more than willing to try, but I just want you to know the success rate because you're not prepared to do it. Most people don't sell their wraps until after they've done the training or had a party. So instead of giving them that option, maybe set up a face-to-face party for them. Sell your wraps on their behalf and then turn around and you take that cash and sign them up.
mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. Well, thanks for taking the time. If you haven't seen it, I live, eat, and breathe this business now. You guys have jobs. I understand that. But I also remember having a job and doing the stuff around it, and you don't know how much I appreciate it, but I really do. And I've been in your shoes, and I've felt that pain, so if you ever want to talk about that too, I'm here.
Thank you.
Love y'all. Have a good night.
Love you.
You too.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.